So we are here back again, continuing our open challenge number 2. As usually, I'll start with some micromanagement. We have this -4 food that we need to get rid of. So let's look at our situation. The colony ship we're building on Profugus. I want to give that some priority actually. Which means we give lower priority to the star base. Like so. And then I'll send my flagship with the navigator to Profugus to escort this colony ship. Not because it's a rule, but because it's a navigator hawk that makes the time to travel a little bit faster, a little bit shorter. So send him there, he will be there in 6 turns. Colony ship will be finished in 8. Oh, that's all very nice. Previous episode I asked the Alkari to stop spying at me, but they were not impressed, and they only have, they now have doubled their spying activities. 2 spies. We have one agent, one counter agent. And we almost finished our 2nd agent here. Let's build one more, in fact. We arrive at the Lear system. Medium barren poor, large tundra abundant. It's a nice world. Bethmora system, medium barren, ultra rich heavy G. Okay. That was here. Finish this outpost at Rishka. Where do I want to have the outpost? We already have contact with the Alkari, so I want to have it here. If that system is not guarded by a monster, I want to have it there. And I was still in doubt about this exchange of automated factories. They want fuel cells for it. We are amiable status, relationship status. I'm going to give them 1 spy. It might encourage them to stop doing this. It's already 3 spies against me now. I don't want them to steal these fuel cells from me. We have a breakthrough for fusion beam. I was in doubt to go battle scanner instead of missile base, because once the star base is there and you have the battle scanner, you can actually hit Terrans with the fusion beam. But since they have 40 hit points, well, 40 armor and 40 structure points, I think I'll go for missile base first. We arrive at the Orf system, which is an empty system. Where is that? Oh, here. Can I reach this system? Yes, I can. I'd like to check this one out as well before I'll do that with that scout actually. So this scout will move there, or that scout. One of these will move there. We're still amiable now. Here's our fighter base. Very good weapon in early game. Missile base. We arrive at Suchis, medium tundra core. We lost both our spies. Wow. Okay, wow, great. Amiable. 8 turns to complete a new spy. That's not very good. Algebra system, medium radiated pore, and a gas giant. Semi-ice system, large radiated pore, and a tiny barren pore low G, and a gas giant. And we don't want to build the outpost here, because we wanted to use it as a forward base. Probably still want to put it here. Let's send it there. 5 turns. Could also put it here and already build in essence our marine barracks on this ultra rich world. But I think we'll have less opportunity for contact here because there's a black hole and then this area seems, empty. So I'll rather focus on the middle, the center of the map. Here's our missile base. 300 space units of your best missiles with unlimited ammo. Which unlimited is the maximum number of combat rounds is 50, so it's 50 rounds of ammo. So what do we want next? Shall I continue for this holo simulator? Or shall I do battle scanner first? Attacking of shield in fact has no purpose for defense against Terrans because their weapons are shield piercing. It's only if you have hard shields that it will make a difference against Enterrans. And we don't have hard shields in our list here, because we have Stasis Field instead, which is a great weapon. So Battle Scanner perhaps? No, I'll go for Holo Simulator. Perhaps I can even trade this Scout Lab with the Okari. Oh, four spies now? Really? What if I ask them to stop again? They might be upset. No, your suggestion is found acceptable. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Next turn we have our colony ship. That's good news. Let's continue building another colony ship. Let's do some expansion. Why not? In fact, I want to have the starbase first here, because the Profugus is an ultra-rich 12 population, so it's a good planet to build ships. So I'm not going to do that second colony ship here at all. I might do it here. Yeah, I'll do it here. Well, it's 26 turns, but hey. That soil enrichment that the Okari have, that also starts to look very attractive. I'm sure they want the fuel cells for that as well. I have nothing else to trade really. Are they not offering it? Yeah. So colony ship, we're going negative now because we're short by 2 command points, and that situation will resolve itself once we land the outpost and the colony ship. It's just a matter of deciding where we want to bring that colony ship. Medium tundra poor, no. Large tundra abundant, 5, yes. But this one is still the best planet. Medium swamp 6, also has irradiated. Let's go there. The extra benefit, of course, is that it's close to Okari space, so we kind of block their expansion, and we set up a base for attacking them. I don't want to send both my flagships there. This one can stay at home. Oh, just for comparisons, actually, if I only send my colony ship without the flagship, it's 8 turns to get there. If we have the navigator, it's 5 turns to get there, so we save 3 turns. And there's actually this little trick, because if I now put the navigator back here, then the colony ship still has 5 turns to get there. I think that's kind of a bug, really. Well, at least it's an exploit. So I'll do it, I'll do it the way I see it as the fair way is to send the leader, in fact, with the fleet and not keep him at home. So next colony ships, 20 turns and 25 turns, a couple of star bases. I want the full home system to be defended by star bases. And on Profugus we're building the star base to be able to build ships. All the rest, this is just placeholders. In fact, they're producing something. I don't have an intention to finish these star bases per se. I might swap in some ships or spies or whatever. So they're just building production. For example, if you go here, you can see that we have stored 272 production, and it's 26 turns for the star base, but the important number here is this one. Okay, we'll do some scouting. I want to do some scouting. Oh, that's ridiculous, 10 turns. Okay, I'm gonna do it anyway. No, I'm not gonna do it. Wait, sorry, my mistake. The outpost will get here, and then I'll explore these systems here with the scout. Select combat Adjusta. So this is the first Alkari system. Medium desert poor. So they recently colonized this one, which is the reason we're in contact now. For the rest, it's just an average system. Fomal Hout system. Medium barren poor, small barren poor, low G. Alkari sending 2 cruisers to defend their system, but I was no threat to begin with. I'm just continuing on to this unexplored red system here, and click turn. There's always a risk that the Alkari research the fuel cells by themselves, in which case I should have traded for it to get automated factories, give my own economy a boost. And my consideration not to trade is that perhaps the Alkari with their deuterium fuel cells, at the moment, they might be not in contact with other races. It might be so. If I give them the extra, the better fuel cells, they might get contact with other races and start trading techs, which will make them stronger. So I want to meet other races first, and if I'm in contact with other races and I can trade fuel cells with everybody, or everybody who doesn't have it, then I'll do it. Then I'll go for it. But not at the moment. Not right now. Oh, the fleet. This is funny. The fleet is actually bigger than we thought. There's more vessels coming, but the smaller ones, destroyer and the frigate, they were out of our scanning range. But now, because we're so close here, I can actually see these smaller ships as well, which was not the case previously. Starbase is finished here. Outpost in semi-eye system. Was this where I wanted to build the outpost? Can't remember. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Explore. Actually, I want more outposts. I want more outposts. Yeah. Here's our scout lab. It actually helps fighting in Terrans. Plus 20 in your attack roll. Holo simulator. Sending the outpost without the flagship. I'll send it here. Let's say hello to our friends. Oh, let's first see if there's... So they're honorable and a militarist. So they focus on ships, but they do honor their agreements. So since we have the treaties, they're going to be pretty nice for us, hopefully. But let's say hi anyway. So enrichment is back now. We're calm. We're a notch up from amiable. Continues exploring. We're going to alter the home system. That might make them a little bit nervous, but hey, we're no threat really. They should see it. Krish has almost done terraforming, so it will become a tundra or a desert planet. That doesn't help us in terms of population, but it gives us the option to build some food if necessary. In fact, if it becomes a desert planet, then we also have a slight increase in maintenance cost, plus 25%. Colony ship in the Farah system. Medium swamp abundant. Here we go. Take this out. Well, let's put it here. In fact. So it has become a desert. So we have 1, 3, 4, 6 maintenance, but we're actually paying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we pay 2 coins extra now because of Desert Planet, 25%. Nice. So all this expensive terraforming led us to no benefit, but extra maintenance cost, which I always found a bit weird. It's something that I changed in my ice mod actually, where Desert Planet has 10% maintenance cost, and barren planets have 20% maintenance cost in a base case situation. So when you terraform to desert, the maintenance cost actually goes down instead of up. Of course, it makes it a bit harder to settle on barren planets, but that was my intention as well. I think there should be some maintenance cost involved there, to hinder a bit like rapid expansion by production races. But okay, it's a desert world, we can't complain. We have 22 BC, we have a high surplus because of this trade treaty here, 14, we get 14 from trading. Yeah, let's explore. Well, not with a flagship. Oops. Altair. Medium Terran. Battle Station. Tiny Radiated. Tiny Toxic. Small Baron. Wow, that's a sucky system. One frigate and one destroyer. Youth. Large Dared. Abundant. More Terrans. And they're coming to me again. With the destroyer this time. Again, there's not much I can do. I can build an outpost. Hopefully they'll take the bait this time. Otherwise the planet is just lost. I could build a missile base, but against a destroyer, I don't know. I don't think it will make a difference. I do have the starbase though, so I might give it a shot. 23 turns? Oh, we just finished terraforming here. 3 turns. Oh, that's not gonna work. Research, huh? He should have given me the battle scanner. I'm not sure why I'm being punished like that. Oh, I forgot to move away my scout here. Let's fix that. That flagship should not stay at Frere. Back to Profubus. This scout should move as well. Two turns for the Terrans arrive. What's this? Outpost ship? Oh yeah, that was our distraction. Almost forgot already. Wait, there's no starbase? here's the starbase. Ah. Battle scanner. Increases the chance to hit with beam weapons by 50. Adds 2 parsecs to galactic scanning range. The 2 parsec bonus is for ships, it's not for starbases. Okay, now we'll do Holo Simulator. Noctua system, small barren rich, medium barren abundant. I'm just wondering what to do with this stored production, but it's only 19 stored production, so it's not gonna buy us anything. Could buy us a scout, but I don't see the use for it. Here we're doing very much production, and we might lose the colony. So for this turn, I'll do it on research, even though I get only very little research from these guys. And then we hope for the best. Krisha 2, they're not taking the bait. We have missiles. Look, this guy got a multi-wave ECM jammer, that's 100 evasion, while this has, the frigates only have ECM jammer, that's 70. So we shoot the small guys. But it will be all in vain. Come on! And we lost yet another colony. I'm getting really upset now. Damn it! It's 16 turns to get that colony base back. It's such a bad event. Somehow the Antarans keep picking on me, which is probably the case. I'm really behind in tech against everybody. I mean, it can't be different. It has to be like that. I have no fleet. I have very few buildings, so it must be because I'm high in population that they keep picking on me. Because Terrans are about destroying us all. Here we are with the outpost. Let's send that to Noctua, I guess. Or maybe CV? No, that's empty, so it goes to Noctua. Hopefully that's enough to meet somebody here actually. Or they might be not that advanced as I expected them to be. For food surplus, because we lost a planet. Balik Akari have a huge arid planet with a battle station. We found the Guardian of Orion. Ships in your empire have recently visited the legendary Orion star system. Yeah, we know. We just saw a scout being destroyed. Hawk gains a level. He's now plus 15 helmsman. Rassus gains a level. He's now plus 30% labor leader. So Orion is here. Three asteroid belts and the huge Gaia ultra rich 25 pop planet. Very desirable planet. Ancient artifacts. Special ancient artifacts. You get 5 extra beakers instead of 3. Terraforming is almost done for this arid world. It will be Terran rich. That's nice. Conley base takes a long time to finish. I think I'll just buy this one. I'm gonna buy this one too, but not for 110. This is an ultra-rich planet, so I'll keep the maximum number of population doing production here. I'll put it on colony ship as a placeholder. I might want to finish the colony ship, but I might want to start building combat ships here. Depends on who I meet here. I'll let it depend on who I meet, who are the other players in the game. If I know the other players in the game, then you can make an actual strategy on who to conquer first and who to be friends with. Now we don't know so much. Well, what we do know is we have seen more or less half of the galaxy and we met only one race. So for sure there's not 8 total players there, or 7 opponents in the game. My guess is there's 2 or 3 more opponents. And you know, the systems here look quite dense, so there might be 2 here and then 1 up here. Something like that. Or there might be only 2. Considering the Sakra have 12 systems. Not sure where they should be. They should be around here, I guess. Now remember, the way we set up this galaxy, this is not a standard galaxy with 71 stars and a set number of opponents, but we are playing against random opponents and with less stars, 64 stars. So the normal way, and this is the first time I play a map with 64 stars, so the normal way where you could pinpoint your opponents might not really apply. I don't know actually. Something we can look at when we have seen all the other opponents. Automated factories for pollution processor. I think I'm going to do this. Of course, pollution processor is a higher tier tech, but for me, the factories have such a high value. I'm gonna do this exchange. Thank you very much, Mr. Vorit 3. Much obliged. And this is, I mean, automated factories, I really want them everywhere and as a priority. So let's start here, because this is going to be the only exception. No need for missile base, because I want to have the marine barracks first. Again, this is a little bit tedious micromanagement, but it's not that bad after all, we're already done. So everybody is going to have automated factories the next turn. One turn, there's a couple of here later. 2 and 3 turns, 12 turns. How much does it cost to buy this? 200? That's too much. That is too much. Combat at Aquila? No, I don't want combat. Oh, the Cylon. We're going to meet the Cylon. Ow. They're gonna have a lot of tech. They're gonna have a lot of tech. Aquila. It's a very tough adversary to have in this game actually, because we're such a low tech race. We have expanded nicely. I mean, we've been hindered by Interrans too many times, I would say, but we have expanded nicely so far. And I wouldn't say the Akari are a real threat. I mean, they're ahead by us in tech, obviously. They have a better fleet. Well, they have a fleet. I don't have a fleet at all. More buildings. I'm still ahead in pop. But I wouldn't say, I mean, they have class 3 shield battle stations. It's kind of tough, but you know, it's very much doable. So I think Alkari will be our first target, because the Cylon, I mean, well, we haven't met them. Let's meet them before I finish this episode. Let's meet the Cylon. And the Willow system. An outpost in Noctua. Yes. I'm gonna put it here. Hopefully that was wise. Maybe I should have put them here. Perhaps it was not very wise. The Alkari, no, combat. Hyboria system. Ah, we meet the Sakra. We meet the Sakra first. Pray to whatever gods motivate you, challenger. We're coming for your ships, your planets, and your people. And here are the Cylon. Keep your distance, human emperor. We will tolerate no interference. Okay. Okay, so we have 3 opponents. I don't think there's any opponent hiding back here. It could be so, but I think it's unlikely. Or they might have been destroyed already. I mean, we already turned 192. Okay. So the Cylon, their scientific research +2 and large hormone creative, that's standard. So they have +10 spy in this game. Remember, Alkari are not democracy standard, they have the democracy trait for impossible difficulty level. Sakra are repulsive kind, so we cannot trade with them. Oh, the population of the Sakra. I was blue, these are the Sakra, they're more than double my size. So that means I don't get why the Interrans have been attacking me so often. Because I'm not excelling at any stat. Yeah, overall I'm number 4, according to this graph, that is. In tech I'm last, in fleet I'm last, buildings I'm last, population I'm second. So I don't get why the Interrans are attacking me. Well, I get that the Interrans are attacking, I'm not getting why they're attacking me exclusively. Fleet of the Sakra is staggering. Okay, so let's see what if the other two races have this iridium fuel cells. Let's take a look. The Sakra have deuterium. And the Cylon, they have iridium fuel cells. So they have it. They have Zortium armor. And they have neutron blaster. That's still doable. Pulsar missile is dangerous for me. I have no defenses against the pulsar missile. I don't even have anti-missile rockets. I don't even have a jammer. So these boys, if they hit you, it's big damage. Assault shuttles can be tricky. Robo miners. Oh, so they're gonna be good at production as well, and they have their supercomputer and the gravity generator, because these are low G rays. Let's look at that again, if that's really the case actually. Ah no, they are not low G in this version. They have the racial variant where low G is taken out. And that's what. And they are only here. Okay, let's take a look at the Sakra. Oh, they have jump gate. Wow. They're quite far in that branch. Oh, their weapons are not that great. Well, Pulse Cannon is certainly dangerous because I don't have any shields, but I can tech shields, so I can have a defense. Pulsar missile again is dangerous. Okay. Oh, they have class 3 shields, so everybody seems to have class 3 shields. Except me. So let's see if we can trade something. Heavy armor. For terraforming. Okay, so they want terraforming. I'm okay to do that. I'll swap it for heavy armor. No. And you want a treaty? Of course you want a treaty. Now, do I still want to trade these iridium fuel cells? I'm still in doubt. Let's see if, yeah, these guys definitely have contact with each other. 6 parsecs, they are in contact with each other. It's just the Cylon are not trading the fuel cells with them because the Alkari have nothing that the Cylon want. The Alkari have nothing that the Cylon want. That's why they have no iridium fuel cells yet. So I could trade it with the Alkari for soil enrichment, for example. It would greatly help my own economy. Because look, my farmers, man, I'm spending a lot of pop on farmers. I'm heavily in the minus now because of this treaty. Here. It's minus 26 with the Cylon. Okay, I'm gonna make a cut here. And see you again next episode.